Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. This is my Baby Bump Diaries episode for week 12 and 13. I know that I said I would see you guys at week 12, but hey, my life just got kind of crazy busy and I didn't have any time to film or edit, put anything up, so sorry about that. But let's just jump right on into it and review the past 2 weeks. Okay, so like I said, right now, as of today, Saturday, I am 13 weeks and 1 day pregnant, which I can't believe. It's great. And I think it's finally starting to actually settle into my brain that, okay, you're literally pregnant and you have just switched over into a very important milestone, your second trimester. So that's been a really good kind of mental transition for me. And I'm enjoying it. Overall, for the first trimester, I gained a total of 5 pounds. That's not too bad. I'm really hoping now that I feel better, that I'm going to stick to my fit pregnancy lifestyle. I'm going to get back to working out, and I've already been eating pretty well because I really crave a lot of fruit and veggies. So we're going to be hopefully maintaining the proper amount of weight gain through the entire pregnancy. But let's talk maternity clothes, because the weight gain obviously has expanded my belly, and yes, I broke down a couple weeks ago. I hadn't talked about it. It was probably about week 9 that Joe and I went to Motherhood Maternity and I bought a few pairs of maternity jeans. Wow. That's kind of a tough pill to swallow, but at the same time, it's helping me kind of realize where I'm at. It's like, okay, we have a growing baby that's pushing my belly out. That's a good thing. I did already have the belly button bands that I showed you earlier. I got 2 more belly bands for free from my friend, which is great. They're also from Motherhood Maternity. I'm wearing one of them right now just to see how they feel. Let me tell you, belly bands are not meant to keep your pants up. They still fall down. Anyways, moving on. And I'm also finding it difficult to wear a lot of my shirts now because they're not covering very well, or my sweaters aren't, so we'll see how this goes. I don't want to spend a load of money on maternity clothes, so if you have any suggestions on how to be a savvy spender when it comes to maternity clothes, leave a comment below for me. And so far, no stretch marks, which is really great, but I don't think I'm going to be that bad with stretch marks because I already had some extraness around my stomach when I got pregnant, so hopefully I don't get too many. But I am prepared. I do have some stretch mark cream. I am still having some really wacky dreams when I sleep. They're just all over the place. I mean, if you're pregnant and you're still having some of the weirdest dreams you've never had before, I would love to know about it because I scratch my head almost every morning like, what was that? Let's talk about best moment the past 2 weeks. Alright, so I'm going to go back to week 12. And the best moment was when we officially announced our pregnancy on Facebook and Instagram. For many of you, you do follow me on Instagram, and I will leave my name down below for those of you who may be interested. And we also posted it on our personal Facebook account. I don't have a public one, so nobody that follows me on YouTube actually could see it. But it was both the dogs holding or having around their bodies, the baby Henderson's guard dogs, duty starts April 2015, and then our first ultrasound on the other side. And it was really fun, and I was so excited! I was trying to hold Joe off just a little bit longer, but he was so anxious, I just couldn't hold off any longer. So we went ahead and announced it. So the next best moment that happened during week 13 was I went in for my first trimester screening, and it's the NT screening. I will leave the description of the NT screening below, but it's like the nuclear tracheal something. I have no idea how to pronounce the second word, but so I went in for that. They don't give you any sonogram pictures or anything like that. You basically go in, and this time it was over the belly with the goopy goop. Checked the fluid between the baby's head and spine and back. And they say that if it's 3 millimeters or less, it's great. If it's over 3 millimeters, then you might be at a higher risk for chromosomal disorders in your baby, like Down syndromes, trisomy 18, and spina bifida. From what I could tell, what the ultrasound tech was looking at, it looked pretty good to me. So, and my goodness, Boo Boo looked amazing. Oh my word, just how big Boo Boo already was, and how baby-like again Boo Boo was looking. I was just like, wow, that was a really great moment. I had a nice, healthy, growing baby inside, still measuring a few days ahead of schedule too, so like that. I have an odd symptom that started happening in week 12, and that was bloody noses when I woke up in the morning. If you have ever gotten bloody noses when you're pregnant, let me know. I'm thinking it's because of the increased blood flow, but I was also like getting stuffed up as well. So I'd wake up and my head would hurt just a little bit. I'd have a stuffed up nose and I would blow my nose, and then it wasn't like flowing blood, but when I blew there was blood, and it continued for an entire week. That was odd, and I never had a bloody nose before, just randomly. So let me know if that's something that you've experienced. I like to know that I'm not alone in this weird thing of bloody nose. Another symptom that started week 12 was my emotions. I started crying over the littlest things. A commercial with a baby on it or a dog on it, watching Facebook and those videos that pop up. I even cried over the fact that I miss food. Nothing ever sounds good anymore, and I started crying over the fact that I didn't want to eat any of that stuff that I saw on TV. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that has hit me pretty hardcore. I've been pretty good the last couple of days, but I do catch myself tearing up easily now over very small things. So far I haven't felt any movement, but it's super early, so why would I? Cravings, that's a different story. Cravings. I crave milk, cow's milk. I used to drink almond milk for the last 2 years, but somewhere around the 12th week it was like, oh my gosh, I have to have milk, cow's milk, cold, ice cold cow's milk, and man, has it satisfied that craving. And I'm still really craving fruits and vegetables. So I chop up, bell peppers and strawberries, and I'll just sit there and eat them, and it's great. Really into pineapple right now too, and plums. Oh my goodness, plums. So juicy, so tender, just like the perfect afternoon snack. Love it. So food aversions, it's pretty much like dinner foods. Anything really dinner related, I'm not interested in. It just doesn't sound good. Like, I'd rather have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich than have, like, I don't know, meatloaf or chicken or whatever. Like, we made chicken masala the other night, and yuck, no, thank you. It was not good. Now, we're gonna move on to my mood, because that's been a topic I haven't really touched on. And I know that Joe said once that my mood was kind of iffy, which I can totally understand from his perspective, but I think that it's been up and down a lot, and mostly down because I get really stressed out at work, and I know that's not good. Unfortunately, I do work in an environment where I am the youngest. I know, I'm 30 years old and I'm the youngest person in my office. And I'm finding it very difficult to sometimes shake it off before I get home. And I think that also contributes to my exhaustion and tiredness. Like, I'm so mentally and physically exhausted from dealing with people at work who make me stressed out that I just kind of shut down. But then comes the weekend and I'm all happy and I'm excited and it's great. I've been just having a blast on the weekends, especially because last weekend we had family dinner and it was for my niece's 5th birthday, and I got to see my family and it was so great. I was so happy. We had so much fun. And how many times can I say the word so? One of my best friends who was in my bridal party as one of my bridesmaids is also pregnant, and I'm so excited to have a bump buddy because she is due exactly 1 week before me. How crazy is that? I can't believe that we hadn't told each other sooner, because we actually saw each other for lunch back in early August, and we didn't even tell one another that we were pregnant. I think it's so funny. But there's a reason for that, and that's because, you know, she also experienced a miscarriage and I experienced a chemical pregnancy. So you keep that protection on yourself when you're pregnant again. You know, I've noticed. So, but I'm so excited. I can't believe that I actually get to have a real life bump buddy in person. It just feels so wonderful. And the very last thing that we're gonna do is a bump shot. I'm gonna do it different this time. Instead of putting it in the intro, as you saw, there was no really big belly intro. Okay, so here's my belly bump. As you can see, I'm wearing a belly band. Now, these ones are kind of weird. I don't know how much I really like them. But here you go. From the side, the front, the other side, and this is with my shirt on. It's getting bigger. So that's really all I have to update on. I wanted to try and keep it short, but I also wanted to fit in a couple new categories. So I hope that it kind of worked out. We'll have to wait and see if it does. I am hoping to do another video next weekend. Joe is gone for training all weekend and we don't have much going on. I don't have much going on besides my grandpa's 90th birthday, which is awesome. I know that lately I've been doing updates every 2 weeks, and right now, given my busy schedule and things that we have planned with friends and family almost every weekend, when I get home Fridays, I'm just sunk. So I'm gonna try to be better, but if I go every 2 weeks, I'm really sorry. That's just kind of how it ends up happening for me. So I will start to update on Instagram more often about kind of where I'm at with the pregnancy. Now that I've actually announced it to the world, I guess I need to realize I don't have to keep it so close and tight knit to myself. So yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, one last thing. I just want to say hi to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining us on this journey. And a big congratulations to Kayla from Hardships of Hope for getting her BFP through IVF. Congrats. And I'm really praying hard for Amanda and Sarah and Kendra. I hope you all get your BFPs here coming up real soon. So lots of love and baby dust, and I will talk to all of you hopefully very soon. If you leave a comment, I will try and get back to you. Otherwise, bye!